Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some young men and women who want to talk about the family dynamics in our society. And so they'll introduce themselves and tell us what their family setup is at home. Then we'll move from there.
Hi, my name is Edna Mathenge and my family setup is a nuclear one. Mom, dad, and sisters.
My name is Joshua. My family setup is blended. I live with my dad, my stepmom, and step siblings from different sides as well.
What's up? My name is Seville. My parents are divorced and I live with my dad.
Hi, my name is Sandra and I'm from a single parent family and I live with my dad.
But your dynamic is that you lost your mom.
Oh yeah, I lost my mom,
So you live with your dad alone?
I live with my dad alone.
Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Liam. I don't know how quite to describe mine because I live with my grandparents. So it would appear to be a nucleated type of family. I live with my grandfather, my grandmother, and there's myself.
So what I'd like to talk about is ask the young people how the experience is in terms of, did the parents break to them the news in terms of their family dynamics, or did they lie to someone else? Like for example, in Joshua's case, when the parents divorced, were they sat down and their parents talked to them, or did they find it out later, and how was it, and how would they have preferred it to be done? You can start with Joshua. At least he may know so if he lies, I know he's lying.
So on our side, we weren't told anything. We just sort of found out later on as we grew up. But I don't think there's any really good way to do it though, to tell your kids, but yeah, I think it'd be better if you talk to them. Yeah.
So when you say, like, you find out, you saw the process, like when they separated, and then now you had to choose where to live. Did you eventually find out why? Or no one has ever sat you down and told you why?
No, it's just finding out, like, from basically things are going, you just see how things are changing, and then you adapt. But someone actually explained to me, no.
Yeah. But at least for Joshua, you can say now, when you got older, you can ask your dad.
Yeah.
But already in between there are so many assumptions made.
Yeah, and no one really helping you fill in those gaps. And as a kid, I guess you fill them in for yourself.
But is it true, I don't know, maybe from the two of you, is it true from kids who from divorced families when they're smaller, do you feel like it was your fault?
No. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, neither did I. Because I didn't understand what was happening, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you just figure it out.
Yeah.
So did your mom and dad sit you down and explain to you?
Well, they did, but when they did, I already knew, because they separated for some time, so I just filled in the gaps.
Okay. At least for you, we know that she died.
Yeah.
But the dad hasn't moved on yet.
No, he hasn't.
Do you ever have that fear that, what if he moves on? Do you ever have that fear? Are you the last one?
I'm the only child. So it's just me and him. Yeah.
Do you ever have that fear, what if someone else comes?
Well, yeah, but I believe that we are so close now, and I'm very, very mature. So if that ever happens, he would sit me down and tell me about it.
And you don't mind?
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
Well, for me...
How did you end up living with your Joshua and your Buka? That's really interesting.
Yeah, what happened is my mom got me when she was very young, and at a time when she's supposed to be in school as a high school student. And well, that given, it's only a direct thing that my grandparents.
You live with your parents, exactly.
Yeah. So that's what happened. I was taken in by my grandparents.
She went to school.
Yeah, she went to school. Of course, stayed in the same house as well. And as time went, as I grew, and she was also growing at that time because she was very young. She became independent, and for me, I found as I grew up, I used to see, okay, fine. Like you go to school as a child, you will go to school, you will see other people having, fathers and
mothers coming together.
Yeah, a simple nuclear family. Yeah, you can see such from other kids, and I used to see that, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, fine, here's mom. There's a piece missing. Where's dad? See? So when I was like 7, when I was 7, I wasn't afraid. My husband,
you don't look like you're the type to be afraid.
I didn't, because I was wondering. I asked, Mom, where's my dad? Mom, she relaxed for a bit. She didn't seem shocked. She just seemed like, I don't know. I'd be exaggerating to describe the exact show of emotion then. But what she told me is, we'll talk about it when you're older. I was like, fine. I was 7 anyway. I was like, okay, 7, okay, fine, I'll wait. And I internalized that fact at a very early age, where this is to show that children do understand these things from a very young age. Yes, they won't say it for whatever reason, but
at 7.
I could realize.
Don't you think, God, now I'm thinking of Sean and I'm like, I have to say, what? At 7?
Yeah.
It's about time. Explain to Sean.
Yeah, because I couldn't, of course I wouldn't go there saying, hey, I know so and so isn't here, but I knew it. Like,
your heart felt it.
Like, it's clear, like, I mean, I'm here saying mom, I'm not saying dad anyway. See, I only grew up as my grandfather, with my grandfather as my father figure.
But at least you had a father figure.
Yeah, I had a father figure, and
so you never
I can't complain about the environment I've been brought up.
That's nice. So those are the different family dynamics that we have. We have blended, we have a nuclear family, we have one who the mom is not there. So I just wanted to know from you guys, in terms of, because I growing up, my dad died, and it was as simple as he died and we buried him. So when we were growing up and we went to school, and we, like during visiting, we had people who had a mom and a dad. Me, I didn't have a dad. It was obvious because it didn't exist, you know what I mean? But I had a hard time having to retell the story to everyone. So what I chose to do is I just never talked about it. Because I felt like every time I'd say, oh, where's your dad? And I say my dad is dead, and people start feeling sorry for me. And I didn't want that. I really hated it. So I chose not to talk about it. So I want to know, are you honest with your friends about your family setup? Is it something you're shy about? How is it nowadays? I do not.
Well, for me, when growing up, it was a bit shy to tell my friends about my family setup. Because even like visiting days, it was just my mom and my sister used to come. Because my dad, he used to be very, very busy when we were young, but at least right now he's present now. When I was young, I don't think, I never used to be open about my family. It just used to be like, I have a mom and my sisters are here.
So you wouldn't talk about it that?
Yeah.
For Joshua, I want you to see if he says the truth. Yeah. Explain to them, like, when it was happening in school, how was it?
No, when we were kids, of course, it was tough. At that time, you don't want to talk. But at our age now, I don't know if you guys would agree, but it's not really a big deal. We also have our own relationships where things don't work.
But when you're young, Papa, let me ask you this, because I know, and I'm saying this because I never knew all this thing until I met Akina Joshua, and my eyes opened up to a whole new world, and I learned a lot. When the divorce happened and they used to be in school, was it hard to explain to your friends?
Yeah, especially because kids are mean.
So Joshua, tell me, what do you mean they're mean? Like, they make fun knowing that it's already happening and they're still...
Yeah, I remember, like in Americana especially.
I remember, yeah.
Guys used to actually make fun of us like a lot and be like mean things, like, you know. But I mean, I guess it's just kids. But when we get older, it's not really a big deal.
And that doesn't help at that time when you're dealing with it?
No, of course not. Because first of all, as a kid, you have this image of your whole world together like that. And now that's breaking, and there's someone on the side insulting you about it.
And for you, how was it?
Well, for me, it was okay. My parents are great parents. They did it well, because whenever I had parent meetings, they'd come together.
Wow.
We'd chill together. They're like friends, you know. So it wasn't so
ideal.
Yeah, they're open with me.
Okay.
So they tell me, stay with your mom.
And the rules apply both houses?
Both houses.
When you're young also, like even when you're...
Yeah, when I was a kid. Like, okay, we used to live together, then slowly, they just separated. Then like, it just happened, you know.
But they can come together when they come for
Yeah,
school events.
they come together, go for lunch, dinner sometimes together. Yeah. Even till today, like, you can chill.
That's the ideal, because kids want both of their parents to be cordial to one another. They want to be able to relate to their mom and their dad, whether they're together or not.
Yeah.
That's the ideal situation. Yeah. And for you, I know, like, really. Yeah.
But like, I think my situation is different because death is different.
Yeah, but did you
Like,
feel the difference? Like,
yeah, there was difference because, you know, when I was younger, I was in an only girls' school. So people would refer to their mothers a lot. And then even though when it happened, I had a lot of support from my class, but people would forget. So they'd mention something referring to a mom, and then they'd ask me, and then there'd be a whisper like, oh wait, you know. Yeah, but it wasn't on purpose, and that's something I understood at a very early age.
yes.
So for me, it wasn't. I didn't really feel it. Yeah.
Okay, and now, like, because you're with your dad, do you feel like that? Do you have aunties or close relatives who are like a mother figure to you?
I think all of them.
So you're able to talk to them about girls that you're not able to talk to your dad about?
I can go to anyone. Although I'm very independent, so some stuff I've learned alone as I go. But yeah, it's very
You have someone to
open.
talk to if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And for you, how was it?
For me, it was normal. I grew into this silence of not being told where is he, you know. And I never complained. It was never an issue for me because my grandparents. I was born into a very stable adults. Apart from my father not being there,
It's really stable.
yeah, it's not something I can complain about. So I've never raised an issue about it. Though I feel, of course, I mean.
I know, there's that part you want to know.
Yeah, you just want to know.
It's not like it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, not that it's going to make a difference. Not that I will change where I want to be. No. It's I just want to know. I'm okay. You know what not. But I just wanted to know.
Do you relate with your other step sibling? Do they know you're their brother?
Yes, they do. They do.
So you're easy with them.
Yeah. Can completely.
And you can go to both homes.
And I can go to both homes freely. There's no hard feelings anywhere. No, it's all calm.
I'm just thinking aloud. Would you say that not having that perfect nuclear family affects you? I'll start with myself, because before when my dad was alive, it was normal. Yeah. And then when he died, then my mom raised us for a while. Then she got a boyfriend who would not necessarily live with us all the time, but would come and go. So it was very hard explaining to my friends, and they come home, who's this guy? So when I was growing up, it was quite awkward in terms of having to explain this guy who's dating my mom, who also has a different family. And the thing is, they never like really bonded because they only lived for 7 years. So
You only 7 years.
7 years. 7 months is too much.
7 months.
You're like,
what I mean is that they were dating for 7 years on and off. You see, the guy has his own family. So he only comes to our house maybe once a week or twice a month. You understand? So he has his main family.
so the guy was married with kids.
Yeah. Well, how would you say my mom to date someone who doesn't have kids? See, my mom is 40 something. So you're supposed to get a guy with no kids from where?
See, I don't go there.
It's like he has an open marriage whereby he's married but he can go date other people.
Was it like that?
And it was like chini ya maji.
Wow.
It wasn't chili amaji. They were the kids did have because I can't tell you why. Because like Christmas, the kids used to come to our house.
With the other wife.
With the wife.
No, just the kids alone.
How can someone
Did you ever go there?
for Christmas?
Did you ever go there?
To his house?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
Well,
Okay, then my mom went back to the Lord and then left him. So all I'm saying is that I never, how do I say, it wasn't, after that, after my dad left, it was just a weird, have you seen the things you've asked me? So there was no definition to it. So that bothered me for a while and then I got used to it. So you see, like, come visiting, he checks in, yeah? Then I don't know to say who he is. So I just learned to used to say, his mom's Boyfriend.
You know, we used to say,
Oh, we used to have a name. Don't record this. His name was Baba Boss. But because Boss is his first son. Okay?
It's called Boss?
Yeah, it's called Boss.
like his
That's your
name.
name.
Yeah, because they're
Yo, what up? I'm Boss.
So we just need to call him Baba Boss. So I just knew that she was my mom's boyfriend. Like he would give, I don't know, like have their thing. So that's it. Don't forget your parents are human beings. So why that is the truth? So we just used to call him as Baba Boss. That's it.
What's the name which is so funny?
Yeah. So the thing is, it got awkward. Like listening to my friends, and that setup got a bit tricky to say. So it used to put me in a very awkward position, and I kind of feel like he wasn't a dad. Just this guy used to come see my mom. So for me when I grew up, I didn't have a father figure. So I had to figure it out on my own.
He was Buddha Boss.
It is Buddha Boss for that figure. Buddha Boss was just my mom's guy. And that's why for me, this is my situation of it being so unclear. I'm very passionate about parents being very clear. Because you can imagine how unclear it was for me. I came home one day and I just saw this guy leaving my mom's room.
How's your reaction?
First of all, this guy used to be the guy who used to come and do for my social physiotherapy. So Baba Boss was a physiotherapist, was a doctor. Wow. Baba Boss used to be in my social's room. So why is Baba Boss leaving my mom's room instead of my social's room?
I think your social hooked up your mom.
I don't know. I think after he used to do both physio there and then go continue physio there. I said, so you see, when I asked my nanny, I asked them both, hey, what about Boss ametoka kwa room leo? Then the both smiled.
What's the reply?
Do you have siblings?
Yeah. Akacheka akasema si uishiaga huko. Nikasema kumbe So now, because I'm the one who's like you, who can ask. When I asked my mom, the answer we got, man, hey.
What was the answer?
Shule nini? Simeenda shule na mnakula. Baba Boss anawasumbuaje? Yeah. So but our own parents were old. You see, when you ask your mom about your dad, my mom would have just told me, never ask me that question again. What do you lack? So that's our generation.
Okay, so it's a generation.
Damn. It made me think about something.
What?
I think I met my mom's boyfriends, but I knew them as uncles.
So now let me ask you about that uncle word, because that's funny. So I want to know the ones who like their parents moved on. How was the introduction? And Joshua, don't you make fun of me. So for me personally, my mom didn't say what the boyfriend's name was. Just came home and found this guy, and yeah, so I filled in the gaps for myself. I know for you it's different.
Yeah.
Joshua, how was it? I know I don't remember the
Oh, you guys lied even you.
Just say that. Yeah, it's true. It's true, but then it's so true.
Yeah.
I was called Auntie what?
The Kathy.
So yeah, so that's by the way for a while. But these guys busted. They figured it out.
Yeah.
So what they did, there were 4 of them. So they had a meeting, and they're like this.
No, meeting.
Just say. Let me put for you. Just say. How was it? Just say. How did you figure out that I'm not your Auntie Kathy? That I'm dating your dad?
So since someone at home and he said, oh, okay. Yeah. And we actually planned. We used to disturb mom. Wait.
Yeah. Tell them how you used to make plans. Yeah. Thank God they never put something in my shampoo because of having a bad head. So
even cut some car seats, as in those guys were the rowdy kids.
Oh yeah! I'm carrying them, I'm driving there. They have wembes, they're cutting my car seats.
In the back, imagine.
To tell you to leave them alone.
No, it's a way of retaliation. Just explain to you. It's a way of fighting back. There's small little way of doing it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it think about it. You are losing control here.
Oh.
You see, as a child, my parents are not together.
Oh, yeah.
He's a new person. He can't do anything. The only small way of retaliation is to do those nasty things to me so that I can go. Yeah. So we laugh about it now. Say other things like when dad is there, you talk to me, when dad is gone. How did you used to look at me?
Yeah, the room used to be tense. This is like a smiling here. Okay, my dad lives like this. All three of us.
Four chubby kids look like this.
Not talking.
So it also happened to me. Like, it was hard. I wish we did it in a better way in terms of you were able to tell the kids that, hi, I'm Auntie Kathy and I'm dating your dad. I also didn't know how to do it because there's no manual. Now looking back, it would have been easier that way. It doesn't mean there'd be no resistance, but it should have been easier than them going having to figure it out. Because it kind of feel like you lied to us. Yeah, so tell me how was it?
I think I just figured it out that that the person I knew as an uncle was not an uncle, you know? Man.
So you tell her because I'm here and then they're not there the next time.
Now, you know, he just used to come home now. Sometimes I go see my mom, chill at a place. Hey, this guy has walked in holding a newspaper. Well, I used to like the guy. He was a nice guy, you know.
But you told his uncle fan.
Yeah, he told me his name. I was like, yeah, no. So you're my uncle. He was like, yeah.
But you used to take uncle's things, your sweets and favors and stuff.
Yeah, he used to treat me, you know.
True. So guys, it also shows that as adults, we also don't know how to do it. I wish it was a manual, but I think the more we talk about it as a society, the better we'll be at dealing with it. And for you, how was it when your mom met your stepdad?
My mom handled it in a very mature way. I remember it very well. Because she, it was very, I think this is how, it's an example that many can follow. She told me, okay, first of all, there's that standard thing of Uncle so-and-so. So it was Uncle so-and-so, and then my mom introduced me to him and told me, so that's her choice. That's her choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she told me, do you like him? I said, yeah, I guess. And then she allowed me to have a social interaction with him. So I went to his place, played PlayStation with him, beat him 10 million. Played FIFA, whatnot. I beat him 10 million.
Let you win this. No, come on.
You can't let me win 10 million twice.
Picture.
Yeah, I beat him.
Yeah, it's square.
Yeah.
That was what FIFA.
Football, it was really. Yeah, so then my mom asked me again, so what do you think? I said, Mom, I think he's a very good guy. No, so then she was like, she told me, she was like, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. I was like, oh, okay, yes. I'm okay with this. Yeah, so after that, it's smooth sailing from then on.
Okay, guys. So my last question would be, how has your current family dynamics affected your idea of marriage and relationships and having your own families? Please don't tell me you'll never get married. Okay, be honest.
Honestly, I won't use my family as an example, but I, personally, with the way I've grown, I'd want to be married and to have like children, like 1 kid or like 2 kids. But the way this generation is,
That's enough.
What do you mean with the way this generation is?
Getting married doesn't seem like it's
looking like a plan.
Okay, for me date for marriage. If you're not dating for marriage, we're done.
Even now?
Oh yeah, okay. Me just
I respect that.
I'm serious. Like, if you're not together until the end, what's the point of you dating? You're dating for fun. Dating isn't a game. It's something like, I'm trying to build a life with you, so we have to start from rock bottom.
Would you get married? Would you want to have a family? Be honest, Joshua, don't lie.
Yeah, I guess it's part of our culture also. There's no way I'm not going to
You tend to be politically correct.
not get married.
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah,
it's something that when the divorce happened, did you feel like I don't want to ever do it?
Oh, not necessarily. I just didn't have a picture of what doing it successfully was. I can say that.
At that time?
Yeah.
So now you've changed your mind?
Well, I still don't really have that image, but if it happened, it happened. I wanted to say no.
You can't say no completely?
Yeah.
And for you?
But it's not something I think I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You're open to getting
Yeah, I'm open to getting married.
You sure?
If it happens, if I love the girl,
Okay. And do you want to have kids?
Yeah, I want to have 2 kids. And if I get a divorce, I want to do it just the way my parents did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kudos to your parents. And you?
Okay,
The
for me,
single kid.
okay, for me, I really learned to appreciate like the whole independence thing. So for a really long time, I said, and the way my dad is, it seems so relaxed and chill. So if it happens to me, then I'd accept it. But then again, I want to have like a perfect family, like both parents and having numerous children, like more than 3.
Because you are alone.
Yeah, because I'm an only child, so I want to go home and feel like the house is full. Like there's a lot going on, which I really don't feel at home, which is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, just that it's you and your dad. So
It's me and my dad, it's very relaxed, but at some point in my life I wanted to like have noise upstairs, yeah.
Okay. And you? Now that you have 3 more siblings.
Yeah, for me, it's the same thing as Edna had said. For me, when it comes to dating, let me just take that. When it comes to dating, I don't date for. I'm not short-sighted when it comes to such. Yeah, if I figure out we can't, like, if we're dating and I think perhaps say I can't stand you for the rest of my life, I wouldn't even start in the first place. Yeah. So I date for the ultimate end game, which is marriage, and it's hard to commit to such in this generation, to be very honest, because there is a lot of games going around.
That's a topic we need to discuss.
That's a huge topic.
That is
Games.
That is a topic that needs to be discussed, but I'm open to getting
I
married.
think that's our next topic, where I ask young people about the dating scene, because it seems like most of them don't have much faith in dating in the world of today. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming and thank you for sharing your family dynamics, and hope you guys have learned. If you have any questions, let me know. See you next time. Bye bye.